Good afternoon, Joe here at woollycottage.com. So I'll just hang around. I thought we'd do a bit of blending on the drum carder today. It's something I usually do over my YouTube or my Instagram channel. Sorry, my Instagram. I thought, well, I'll do it here today because I haven't done any blending on here for a while. Because obviously back to basics. I've got a theme going on, so yeah. And I'll leave the colour votes down to you guys for what we're going to do. But I'll repeat that again in a minute when people start to pop on. So I'm just going to have a quick tidy over here while I'm waiting. I'll move this box of yarn out of the way. There we go. What have I been up to? Not much. Not been up to. I've just been on the website and listed a small selection of new 10-gram Turkish spindles, 3D printed one. I've just got one that's just stopped printing at the moment on the printer. I need to tidy these up. That's pretty. Here we go. Oh. I like to make sure all my wool's all neat and tidy before I do anything in my room. Just means there's a bit more organised for me. Let's see, can I? Community moderation. Okay. There we go. So I've just turned on. Hiya, Anne. I've just put, hopefully this might actually help. YouTube has started putting on so you can go in and like you put admin and stuff on. But apparently I can turn on a mode where it's only subscribers to the channel that can actually leave messages in the chat. So hopefully that'll tame down anybody being naughty, because they'd have to go and subscribe to be able to leave a comment. Oh, that's handy. That's handy. So, yeah. So, we're blending today, Anne, if that's all right, lovely. I'm just having a quick tidy up of my mess from Saturday's stuff. From when I was blending up my bats for the weekend. Yeah, I've got bits and pieces lying around at the moment. I've got so much wool around the flaming place that I don't know where I'm up or down half the time. I've got Tour de Fleece, which ends this Friday for me, but there's one of each bat still available on the website for the Tour de Fleece. The Rovings I'm taking off the shop on Friday because they're pre-orders, and I've got bits and pieces I need to start getting on doing, because I've got my Christmas Advents go advertised next month, so I need to make a mental stock of what I need to do. I was looking through colours and stuff and ideas for the Christmas Advents the other day and deciding exactly what I'm going to do. Yes, that's okay. I'm learning to choose colours to blend. I think it's more of an instinct, and more than it is learning. And what you like as well. It's different if you're someone like me that's doing it for a variety of different people and actually selling them. But if you like lots of greens and things, then really it's a bit like green for me is nature's grey. Hiya, Sandra. It will go with practically anything. If you've got a green, this colour, this dark green, okay, I quite think this goes really lovely with anything that's a floral base. So like your lilacs. It will even go with darker shades as well. You've got your maroons there, and you have got this pink here as well. And I know they look a little bit out of sorts, but if you do a pinch of this and some other colours similar from a similar palette, think of nature. Green doesn't clash with anything in nature, because every plant needs green for the part of their stem. That's how I always look at it. If you're wanting to take a picture inspiration from something, that's the best way to go to start figuring out what the colours are. But for me, once you've got the gist of what goes and what doesn't, but then there's that broken rule that you like, well, you can't put, when you've got a colour wheel, and I do have one somewhere. Shall I go see if I can find it? What's the odds that I actually can find it? What's the odds that I can find it? What is the odds that I can find my colour wheel? Probably none. I know it's around in here somewhere. I might have to go mountaineering. I may have to go mountaineering. Is that it there? No, this isn't a colour wheel, but it's a really handy little, in your room, no chance. Yes, I know. Thanks very much, Phil. My bouncer's in the room. Right, I got this. It was when I did Hilltop Clouds online course. It was during COVID, and I just wanted to do something a little bit different, because sometimes it's nice to go and have a look to see what somebody else does. Now, I don't dye my wools like she does. She uses microwaves and steams and stuff like that. Yeah, a colour wheel, you could just literally go onto Google or whatever search engine you use, Anne, and type in colour wheel. If you've got a printer at home, save that picture to your phone or your computer and print it off. There's loads of them out there, all right? So this is actually a wedding template, a wedding colour template, right? It's a colourgrid.net, but it's like, it's got wedding on the back of it. I got it from a pack that I ordered in, part of my my online course, and I got this in the post. And what it's really good for is you get this little card that you rip off, and what you can do is you go along and you say, right, I want these 3 colours, which look at those. You wouldn't think of putting orange, fuchsia, like this electric violet, this bright coral pink, and that orange together. But then it gives you the opposites that you can add with it. So you've got these different greens, okay? Or you can use it in that direction. So you've got these pastels, and then down the bottom you've got the darker versions of them, which is a really handy tool. It's a really handy gadget. I always forget to use it. You know, when you just don't know what to do or where to go, like putting stuff together. But this is a really handy gadget to use. And what I might do is actually, if you want me to, if you drop me an email later on through the website, Anne, I can, I'll see if I can scan this off my website, scan it on my printer. I'll see if I can scan it. If I can, and scan this piece, then I can email them 2 pictures to you, print them off yourself, and then cut them out. And then you've got a handy dandy colour wheel. I'll see what I can do. If I can sort it out, I will let you know. I'll see if I can email you over a scanned copy of it. It's worth a try. But this is really, really cool. This is something just a little bit different from your colour wheel. It is a colour wheel in itself, but it's not round and circular where you've only got like your 16 shades of colours. But it's got loads of different tones that are open, that you can get from the bold to the mid-range into the really soft pastel colours. So if I went that way with my pastels up that side, and it takes me to these yellows, which you wouldn't always think of putting together, but it's you think of it like the flower, but that's the pollen on the middle. That's your little staple inside your flowers. So who knows? Yeah, we'll try that, Anne. See if we can master that one. I knew it was around in here somewhere. I've got fresh coffee. I've got a fresh coffee. I'll try and drink it. Right, so what am I going to do? Oh, I've got to do something for Sandra while I'm here. If I'm getting my blinking thingy out, I need to do this. I've got to, because I've been given my orders. Now, I've been given my orders, and I need to, I was going to go with those ones, weren't we? This one. So, I need to measure out some wools. Yeah, we'll give it a go, Anne, for definite. We'll see what we can come up with. Right, I want that, I want that out of the way. I want that one, I've got to do this because I've forgotten to do it. And I'll get told off by Sandra. 2, 3. Move that out the way. Put that over there. And go for this doofus over here. Put my green away. I've got icky ups now come scoffing down my coffee. What else do we want to go with? Oh, I'll give it a bit of sparkle. Oh, that's the other one there. A bit of sparkle we need in our lives. And a bit of this. Right. What am I doing? I'm doing my gradient bats I was supposed to do for you. I haven't done them yet, so I'm going to do them now. And I'm going to actually ask the question as well when some more people pop on. See what they think. Right, so 250. I need to divvy my wool up. I'm doing a gradient mini bats. Gradient mini bats for a top secret project. Right, hold on a minute. I need to, I can't remember if we said 5 shades or 3. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I think I'll stick, hold on a minute, 4. Is that light shade? No, it's the same shade. That's the same colour. 1, 2, 3. Take off. Oh, do you know when I start thinking, I'm like, oh, Jo, you've forgotten what you're doing, love. I have forgotten what I'm doing. Right. Right, that's the same shade. Right, I've got 5 shades. Oh, yeah, she remembers now. Yeah, so now I've got to try and think. I need to divvy this wool up into 5 sections. Yeah, we've got a top secret. It's not top secret. It's the next pattern way. The next pattern that Sandra and I are trying to sort out. And we come up with an idea. We come up with a spinning idea. So what would you guys think if I started, and this is just an off-the-cuff thing, right? But I'm doing this for Sandra anyway. But if I created a selection of mini bats in a pack that came to say like 200 grams, and it was a gradient colourway, like something similar to what I'm doing now. If you bear with me a second, I'm just trying to split these down the middle. There we go. Doesn't really matter if they're completely even anyway. I'm only going to blend them up again in a minute with something else. Oh, flaming heck. 2, 3. There we go. This one I'm just going to split down the middle. It's so much easier than trying to do it all in one go. So I'm just going to split up into piles. I need 5 different hues of 50 grams. 5, well, yeah, 5 colours. 5 colours I need. So I want 50 grams, 1, and a dash of this, and I'm going to add some sparkles in it. Don't want a lot of this. So there's 1 minute. Let's see where that goes. Oh, that's cool. And then more of those. A bit more. Yep, that'll do. Perfect. That's 50 grams. So each of these colourways that I'm putting together, I'm going to blend them as 50 gram bats. Intriguing. So we'll put this lilac away because we've done that one. I'm going to get the small section of this one and a dash of that in there, and then I've got some ultraviolet, which is the exact same purple which I've just dyed up. There we go. That 50, that's 50, perfect. Stick that over there. Next bit of purple, add that in, and a dash of this. Okay, get rid of that purple. It can go back in the cupboard again, and then go with this dark purple here. Get up to 50. Oh, of course it jumped back down to 3 grams, wouldn't it? There we go, that'll do. So there's another one, different colours. That's the one pile there. Stick that one in that cupboard. Two more purples to go through, and then I'll blend these up. There we go. And we've got this dusky purple, which we'll put in there. Try and get up to 50. There we go. Put that back in the cupboard. Put that there. Bring that one out. Put that there. It's like a little operation. Right, so some of that, pop that to one side. We've got this last colourway now. I'm just going to plonk that in there. So we're at 49 on that one. So all I'll do is take some of this. There we go, 50. Perfect. And I have got some sparkles. Going to stick some sparkles in it. Right, so we're going to blend these up. Blend these up into 50-gram bats, and then it's with the intention of making some sort of gradient colourway bats. Right, so I'll turn you around so you can see. If anyone's got any questions, just pop them in the comments below. Right, so I'm just going to divvy this up. So I'm just going to do 2-layer effect because it's quicker. But I'll do this one as a 3. And then this one will get paint over the top. So go over with the, like a dusky, it's a really dark, moody. You love these colours, Anne? Yeah, it's there's a few people that do gradient colour bats, and it's something I've never really thought of doing, but maybe it'd be a nice idea just to do them. Do a couple next month or something as a bit of a trial just to see how they go, because I do mini packs now and again, but I tend to find that they sit on the shop for ages. Right, so I've put that on already. I'm going to put on this multicoloured. It's got fuchsias and blues and all sorts in there just to bring it in another dimension. Then I'm going to layer over the top with that dusky purple colour again. It's like a smoke grey. I'm going to add in some of this. Go in with my dyed roving that I've got here. I'm just going to open it up and tease it so it goes on easier. And before I go any further, so I make sure that I've got some Angelina in the middle as well as on the top, I'm just going to put a sprinkling of this on. There we go. Back in with my purple smoky grey coloured merino. A little bit of Angelina, not a lot, just a sprinkling of it. And then I'm going to go back in with this one. Like that. And that's one done. Right, so I'll just pop this to one side and we'll have a really good look at what that looks like once we're done. So I'll go on to the next one. And again, I will split that base colour, this one here, into 2 sections. Just makes it really easy to work with. Split my multicoloured merino, it's lots of different colours in there, into 3 sections. And then I have some really dark merino that's already split actually, so I'll just split that again. And what I'll do with the larger pieces, I'll put that on first. Do you have a 72 TPI cloth in the card? Yes, with long tines. Even when I had my small drum carder, I always went for the 72 TPI long tines, not the short ones. I like the long ones because it gives me the option to, if I go with the longer tines on the carding cloth and not the shorter ones, it means I can pack on a little bit more fibre on there. The 72 is just is a really good standard tine to go for. I do have a spare drum from a jumbo, which is a 120 TPI, which is for finer wools, but I don't very often get a chance to get that out because I don't really use a lot of fine wools, and I don't process fleece neither, not as much as what I used to. But yeah, and I always go for the longer tines instead of the standard ones if I have an option for it. This is from Paul Britton from Classic Carders. I only ever buy from him. And he gives you the option to choose what type of tines you want to use. But it's a really good multi-based tine. Even when I made my own blending board, I used 72 TPI long tines cloth on that as well. But it's a good all-rounder that you can use different coarseness of fibres, either like Shetland and your Corriedales. If you want to use Dorset Horn or Layenne or Welsh Mountain, which are quite coarse and mid-range wools, and then use a merino, it means that you've got multiple options because you could probably get around about the same amount of weight of wool fibres and blend them up with fibres onto your drum card in comparison to using the shorter tines, which means that you're quite limited to how much you can get on there. You have one as well from Paul Britton, but you need to change the drum. Yeah, he's really, really good, Paul. I've met him a couple of times at Will Fairs. He's a lovely, lovely man. Definitely knows his stuff. And you bought it second hand. Always a good option. I sold my little one second hand to a lady down in Windermere. I think she was just a felter, but she wanted it so she could process fleeces and stuff like that herself. Right, so I'm going on with this one first. My hand died. And then go over with the multicoloured one as well. I've got a little off cut here, I'll throw that on too. And then I shall go back in with my purple over the top of that. Add in some of my Angelina now. Yeah, it's always handy if you can get stuff second hand if it's in good quality, because it's just such an expensive hobby. For me, it's paid for itself. I upgraded mine 2 years ago now, and it's paid for itself for definite. Okay, so back in with my solid dark purple colour. A dash more of my Angelina, not a lot, but enough just to be able to shine through. Over the top with my multicoloured merino. And take that one off. There we go. So that's another 2. And you'll have to come over to my Patreon. I do I do what I call my storyteller bats. And everyone does a vote each month. We've just done what colours won't you work with vote over on my Patreon. Actually, Sandra, I don't think you put your vote in this month. Yeah, because it's Die Pot Thursday tomorrow, so I'll be doing that video and filming. And each month I walk you through how I come out with it, how I put my colours together in different ways, formulated from like picture inspirations and stuff like that everyone votes on. And I do 3 videos every Sunday running concurrent, and then I do a Q&A, and then I do my Die Pot Thursday and anything else that I pop in. But you can go on there, it's only a couple of quid if you want to be a member over there, and it will actually help you on your journey to learning how to blend properly. Right, split this one next in bits. So we've got a different shade again in this purple, which is more of a evening. No, you're not too late to vote. You can pop over and do it. I'll have a look in the morning to see what the total, the most spoken for colour is. But I may just pick a couple randomly. I'll put a couple of colours together that you wouldn't normally use. But yeah, no, that's still active. And I posted up my Q&A yesterday as well. It was supposed to go on Sunday, but I completely forgot to put it on there. Right, so back in with multicolour on there now. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to go in with a bit of this because it doesn't seem to be coating the bottom of there as much. There we go. Now put in my multicoloured merino. There we go. Back in with my violet hand-dyed fibre. The merino 23 micron count. Hand-dyed in royal purple. There we go. Then I want to go in again with this one over the top here. So when you spin these all off together, you'll have the current theme that talks about colourway, which will be this royal purple, all the way in between these hues of purple. Right, now I'm just gonna open this up a little bit. It feels a little bit squished. It hasn't been steam set. I don't steam open. It's not been steam set at all. I don't steam open the fibres if I'm just going to blend with them, but I do if they're on for the shop and the roving. So when I'm working with them, I have to sort of just manipulate them open a little bit more. There we go. So last colour. Oh, forgot a little bit of Angelina as well. Now the purple, dark purple. And the multicoloured one. And a little more dash of Angelina. There we go. That's one. That's 3 done. Only 2 more to do. Oh, Sandra, how could you be so lackadaisical? You're not old enough to have those yet. You're in your early 40s. Oh, do you know, he's been a sick-up. He's been a sick-up. If there's people on here watching at the moment and wonder why you can't put anything to the chat, I've had to sort of do a bit of a stricter live chat because of trolls. So if you're not already subscribed, if you go and subscribe, then you can add into the chat. Otherwise, you won't be putting any comments in and ask any questions. But if you pop off and go and subscribe to my channel now, and then come back, or subscribe while you're here, then you'll be able to get onto the chat. Right, so that's another one done. We've got this one to do next, which is the very soft lilac. Yeah, I'm having to filter the chat a little bit more, people. Nothing against you per se, but there's quite a few that have turned up over the last few months that are just a little bit silly, shall we say, to be polite. So yeah, so I've had to restrict the chat, so only subscribers can leave comments or ask questions on my live chats now. Right, that one's for next. So we're going in with this lovely soft lavender colour. Okay, and then over the top with the multicoloured, which will be really quite bold against this. But when it's spun up, it'll have little pops of these little softer colours in there, I think. There we go. Back in with the softer purple. Over the top again with this multicoloured one. A little bit of Angelina. Got to be quite sparing now, I'm running out of this one. On with the hand dyed. Those colours are going to spin up beautifully, Joe. Yeah, they should do. In a lovely gradient hue. I definitely think I need to start doing these on the shop. At least many bat selections, but do these larger spinners bundles in these colour gradients for definite. To be fair, it's just like putting together my Christmas advents. Right, so back on with this lavender colourway. And then the multicoloured one with a dash of Angelina on top of that. There's another one done, and then we've got one more. Right, that's that one, and then the one more, which will be the electric violet all the way through, because I've got it as a wool woven here, which feels like Corriedale. So it's a mixture of, some of them are Corriedale rovings and some of them are 23 micron count merino mill dyed. A bit that one again, split that, and then split this section in half and open it up because it's really quite thick. This is that bit that I took off at the very beginning. Open it right up so it doesn't jam in my liquor. So again, go in with my electric purple or royal purple. Oh, some of my multicoloured merino. In with the hand dyed merino. There we go. Again, multicoloured merino, well, the Corriedale, sorry, the royal purple Corriedale. The multicoloured merino. I'm going to add in a bit of this Angelina now before I put on the hand dyed one. There we go. Open this up. Run that through. Oh, there's a testy bit. There we go. Oh, go away, orange. You've been winding me up for days. And this last bit. Last bit of Angelina and this multicoloured merino again. Right, let's roll all these out and see what they look like together. So we'll go with the light purple first. Put that up there. So we have 550 grams of hand-dyed royal purple mixed with a multicoloured merino and 5 different shades of purple hues. So there's the little light one. We'll turn it right, we'll put that up here for now. Then the next shade, I say it was this one. It's a mid-range smoky purple colour that we went with. And they've all got a base layer of electric violet. And blending up little 50-gram art bats for yourself on your drum card is a really good way to go. So you don't feel overwhelmed with a big bat to prep. So there is the smoky purple one that we did. Put that there. Definitely see the colours coming on now. We'll go with the electric purple that I've just done. I can figure out where the end is on it. There we go. Oh. Fold that over. Fold that over. And again, roll that up. There's the electric purple. That'll look cool. That does look smart. Right, so now we've got the medium dark purple, which is more, it's got more bluey tones to it. Okay, that's that one done. There we go, over it goes. There's your mid-range purple. Put that there. Put that one there. And then the midnight purple, which is here. Try and find its beginning and end. There you go. And the dark, dark purple. So you can see the difference in them. They're slightly, I'd say this one's quite similar to this one, but that one is a lot darker. So I'll turn you around so you can actually see them. That's going to be perfect for what we talked about. Yeah, exactly. Let me just turn your camera around. There you go. So there they are. So there, that one there is the lavender purple shade that we did with the electric violet and the multicoloured merino and a dash of Angelina. This one was the smoky purple, believe it or not. That was the electric purple. This was the mid-tone purple. And then this is the midnight purple, which you can see just poking through here. Same with this one, you can just see its shade popping through. There's the lilac one there, the lavender. And then that smoky version, you can just make it out coming through. And then the electric. There we go. So there we have 250 grams. Oh, 250 grams. 50 gram mini bats. Well, they are sort of mini bats. They're not quite, they're small, but they're not quite large. So there we go. I'll bring them up so you can have a proper close-in look at those. And then you've got like the colours in between. But they're nice and lightweight. But as I say, if you wanted to blend up, you need 250 grams of wool. Then there's nothing stopping you from weighing them all, or weighing out all your wool and the colours that you want to put together, and weigh them out to 50 gram sets. And then you've got little 50 gram bats to work with. And I think I actually might have to next month or later on in this month do a dye session and just do some when I do my next stock order, ordering some wool so I can do colour gradients. There we go. And then the last one is the little light purpley one. So it is possible. You can definitely do it. Just have a little go, a little bit of forethought forward. Have your continuous colour that runs as a theme all the way, every single one of them. If you've used hand-dyed wool. Like for say, if I want to use this dusky colour, or I could use a sandy colour and use this as my theme and use different shades of blue with it, or different shades of greens with it, and have a colour theme like that. So it'd be like a striping one. So you've got like that green. I can use this as the base layer, have that as a green in there, go with an emerald green in there. If you want to go down that route, there's another green there, there's another green on that one, and then one more green, but here we go, that one there. You could use those and do the same sort of thing and just use a hand-dyed wool as a running commentary all the way through it. And it helps bulk out the wool that you've got, especially if you only got a short amount of mill-dyed stash at home. Do you know what I mean? There's one up there, there's another green that I've got in there. But if you're using hand-dyed wool, but you don't have a lot of mill-dyed stuff, put them together and you'll be surprised what you can come up with, that's for sure. Anybody got any questions? I've got a fliff in my mouth. You can see more of me doing this sort of blending over on my Patreon account. It's patreon.com/Woolly Cottage. I have two tier groups over there for my blending. You can pop over and you can have £3 a month or £5 a month. The £5 tier get the access to the videos in the first week when they're released, and the £3 tier get them the following Sunday. But I upload stuff up there, I think every single week. Definitely. I've got about, I can't remember, I think I've got 50 odd videos on there. Plus I go rooting through my old YouTube videos whenever anyone asks me a question, especially in the Q&A, and I pop them up in Patreon, and they're for all the members, free members as well as paid for members, so you can access them like whenever you want, instead of going trolling for them, because I think I've got about 300 and something videos, 300, maybe 316 videos on this channel. There's 4 years worth of work, people. 4 years worth of work on there. So yeah, so you can come over and pop over. I do this a little bit more in detail over on that channel and more often than I do on here at the moment, especially how the back to basics theme is a really good theme at the moment for just delving in and out of doing spinning and blending into different types of wool crafts that people have been asking me to film and do for ages. Yeah, that's it for now. I will be doing the next part of the Inkle weaving loom, which will be the striped band, next week. I will get that filmed up over the next couple of days. I've got Dye Pot Thursday filming for Patreon for tomorrow. That'll be released on Sunday. And my wools are drying outside at the moment, gradient fades, and some more combo kits. I've been asked to do a couple more combo sets, which is roughly about 100 grams or over of roving and 100 gram art bat sets that are put in together. Your Patreon page is worth every penny. There's loads of educational videos. Oh, educational videos. I never think of it like that. Joe prattling around really is what it is. No, not really. Just following me in my steps and what I do to create my business really is more than anything else. And just to give you guys tips and tricks of the trade so you can blend your own at home so that you can actually use it instead of blending up loads of wools and feeling like you can't achieve what it is that you're looking for. I can help you with that and talk you through it. But this week it's been voted for by Liz Chappell. Crafty Green Fingers is usually here, but she'll probably watch later on. She wanted me to go through ugly colours. She wanted me to pick a topic for storyteller art bats where people who don't, certain colours that you just don't want to work with, they make you feel sick. You'd never touch them in a month of Sundays. How can you work with them so you're not left with a load of stash accidentally of colours you'd never use, or what can you put them with? You will check it out. Thanks for the advice and the live. Always enjoy watching it. Thank you very much, Anne, for joining us today. I am going to go and pop off now. I've got loads to get done over the next couple of days. I've got an old school friend coming up at the weekend, so I will be over on Instagram on Saturday at 12:30. If it's going to be at 12 o'clock, I will let you know on Saturday morning if I'm going to have to be early. But I will be around Friday shopping and art bat blending, so I can get them out the way and then I can get them all listed on Saturday. But I'll show you what's going on the shop next on Saturday on my live chat. Toodle pips, I'm off for now. Take care of yourselves. Thank you very much for those that have been watching. If you don't already subscribe, go over there and hit that subscribe button. And the next time I do a live chat in a fortnight's time, you'll be able to pop over and actually get involved in the chat and ask questions if you really want to. Bye for now. Yeah, Sandra, you go and do as you're told and go over and cast your vote on that blinking colour thing. See you later. Bye for now.